Hello, my name is Dawn and I'm 10 years old. I came here today to talk about what's wrong with our food system. First of all, I would like to say that I'm really amazed how easily kids are led to believe all the marketing and advertising on TV, at public school, and pretty much everywhere else you look. It seems to me like corporations are always trying to get kids, like me, to get their parents to buy stuff that really isn't good for us or the planet. Little kids especially are attracted by colorful packaging and plastic toys. I must admit, I used to be one of them. I also used to think that all of our food came from these happy little farms where pigs were in mud and cows grazed on grass all day. What I discovered is this is not true. I began to look into this stuff on the internet, in books, in documentary films, and in my travels with my family. I discovered the dark side of the industrialized food system. First, there's genetically engineered seeds and organisms. That is when a seed is manipulated in a laboratory to do something not intended by nature. Like taking the DNA of a fish and putting it into the DNA of tomato. Yuck! Don't get me wrong, I like fish and tomatoes, but this is just creepy. The seeds are then planted, then grow. The fruit they produce has been proven to cause cancers and other problems in lab animals. And people have been eating food produced this way since the 1990s, and most folks don't even know they exist. Did you know that rats feed genetically engineered corns that have been developed and sign of liver and kidney toxicity? These include kidney inflammations, lesion, and increased kidney weight. Yet almost all corn we eat have been altered in some way. And let me tell you, corn isn't everything. And don't even get me started on the confined animal feeding operations named CAFOs. Conventional farmers use chemicals, fertilizers made from fossil fuels that mix with dirt. They do this because they've stripped the soil of all nutrients from growing the same crop over and over again. Next, more harmful chemicals are sprayed on fruit and vegetables, like pesticides and herbicides, to kill weeds and bugs. When it rains, these chemicals seep into the ground or run off into our waterways, poisoning our water too. Then they irradiate our food, trying to make it last longer, so it can travel thousands of miles from where it grows to the supermarket. So I asked myself, how can I change? How can I change these things? This is what I found out. Now, a while back, I wanted to be an NFL football player. I decided that I'd rather be an organic farmer instead. And that way, I could have a greater impact on the world. I learned from this guy named Joel Sultan. They call him a lunatic farmer because he grows against the system. Since I'm homeschooled, I want to hear him speak one day. This lunatic farmer, doesn't use any pesticides, herbicides, or modifies seeds, so that he's called crazy by the system. I want you to know that we can all make a difference by making different choices, by buying our food directly from local farmer or neighbors we know in real life. Some people say that organic or local food is more expensive. But is it really? Of all the things I've learned about the food system, it seems like we can either pay for for the farmer, or we can either pay for the hospital. So we can either pay for the hospital. So I know which one. So I know definitely which one I would choose. Of course, I would like to pay for the farmer. Of course, you know that. So next, I want you to know that I believe there's some farmers out there like Bill Peters in Sequatchie Farm, in Sequatchie Cove Farms in Tennessee, whose cows do eat grass and whose pigs do roll in the mud, just like I thought. Sometimes I go to Bill's farm to volunteer so I can see up close and personal where the meat I eat comes from. I want you to know that I believe kids will eat fresh vegetables and good food if they knew more about it and where it really comes from. I want you to know that there is farmers markets in every community popping up. I want you to know that me, my brother, and sister actually like to eat baked kale chips. I try to share this everywhere I go. Not too long ago, my uncle said that he offered my 6-year-old cousin Sarah. He asked if he wanted the original toast, if he wanted the organic toast oats or the sugar-coated flakes. You know the one with the big striped cartoon character on the front? My little cousin said that he'd rather have the organic toast oats because Brooke says he shouldn't eat sparkly cereals. And that, my friend, is how we can make a difference, one kid at a time. So next time you're at the grocery store, think local, choose organic, know your farm, and know your food. Thank you.